All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Washington Commanders because you guys just traded with the New Orleans Saints to acquire four-time Pro Bowl cornerback Marshon Lattimore. And get this, man, Adam Peters been an absolute wizard as far as getting value on this team. You see it, they're 7-2. It's his first year as the GM. All you gave up for Marshon Lattimore, when healthy, one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL, is a third-round draft pick. Now, apparently, according to NFL insider Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero, there might be some more compensation. The trade deadline ends in 3 hours from the time of this recording, so this just happened like 10 or so minutes ago. But as it stands right now, Marshon Lattimore is a Washington Commander for only a third-round draft pick. Now, it's not perfect, all right? He's been dealing with hamstring issues this season. You never want to be dealing with hamstring issues. He has missed 2 games, including the Week 9 loss the New Orleans Saints suffered against the Carolina Panthers. But I'm telling you, man, this guy brings a chip on his shoulder. He brings this aggressiveness to Dan Quinn's defense that has just been beat at certain points, different points this entire season. You know, the defensive back room for the Commanders was, one of the biggest concerns heading into this season. And you guys had a phenomenal drafting Mike Sanderstill, who has been phenomenal for this team. But, Emmanuel Forbes, we haven't really seen it. This defensive back room just needed a big dog veteran cornerback, and that's exactly what you guys did. So welcome back to the channel. Obviously, we're talking about the Washington Commanders in today's video. Hit that like button. I'm running out of breath. Hit that sub button if you guys haven't already. If you could try and get this video to 250 likes, folks, that would mean the absolute world to me. So first off, Washington's 7-2. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was not the only move that you guys end up making today in the next 3 hours, because the Washington Commanders are 7-2. This was one of the worser teams in the NFL last season. They completely revamp it. Adam Peters steps in as GM. Dan Quinn steps in as your head coach. You hire Cliff Kingsbury, who has just gotten Jaden Daniels, the rookie quarterback. It looks like a top 10 dude already. So I have no concerns with this offense. Once B-Rob Jr. comes back healthy, he's been a menace, especially in goal line scenarios. You got Austin Eckler, dual threat running back. You got Scary Terry. You got a bunch of studs. Zach Ertz, Noah Brown's had a phenomenal season. The offensive line has held up well. Jaden Daniels isn't taking stupid, silly hits like he was at LSU. This offense, they're top 5. They're a top 10 offense, undisputed in the NFL right now. They're literally 7-2. So defensively, this past summer, we were talking about a lot of these really nice moves you guys made defensively, specifically going for a guy like Bobby Wagner. Completely revamped linebacker room with Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner. You bring in some depth on the defensive line. You go for guys like Dante Fowler. This is a Clelin Ferrell, Frankie Louvu. I mean, we could make a whole list. You guys had 10 free agent acquisitions in your first day. So if we take a look at this defense in general here, their passing defense statistics actually aren't even that bad. But I'm telling you, man, this defense littered with studs. Doris Armstrong, JT Newton, Deron Payne, Dante Fowler, your linebacker room, Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu. I got Jeremy Chin as my safety, Quan Martin as my other safety. And now your cornerbacks can be Mike Sanderstill, Benjamin St-Juste, and Marshon Lattimore. So let's look into Marshon just a little bit here. In only 7 games this season, missed those 2. He's only had 2 passes defended, 30 total tackles. His last Pro Bowl was back in 2021 with the New Orleans Saints, where he made 4 Pro Bowls in his 5 seasons, his first 5 seasons, sorry. He's been a stud. But the issue with Marshon Lattimore has been health. He's 28 years old. Last season, only played 10 games. The year before it, he only played 7 games. He's still a really good lockdown cornerback. He's playing for one of the worst teams in the NFL, in the New Orleans Saints. They've lost, 7 straight games. I mean, they're an absolute dumpster fire. Marshon's going to come in here. He's going to be the big boy leader, get that veteran mindset, aggressive nature that Dan Quinn loves. And I seriously have to shout out Adam Peters so much for making these types of moves. I love it. Because the thing is with this, you have Jaden Daniels, who is clearly my franchise QB. Not to jump the gun here, but you're 7-2 with a rookie quarterback. people kind of figured, we were a little bit bigger on the Commanders than a lot of people. I think most Commanders fans were extremely hopeful, but they remained a little skeptic until they saw it happen in person. And now you're sitting here at 7-2, leading the division, one of the best teams in the NFC in general, one of the better teams in the NFL. And the craziest part is now I have Jaden Daniels, who's my rookie quarterback, who hasn't even finished more than 9 games this season. He's on a rookie contract for the next 3-4 years. So this gives your GM, Adam Peters, just a ton of flexibility as far as, all right, I don't have to pay my star quarterback for a couple more seasons now. Let's go make some big baller moves, because we're 7-2 entering the second half of the season. And we have a legitimate chance not only to win the division and make the playoffs, but we have a legitimate chance to make it to the conference championship. Who knows if, we keep getting better, maybe we can end up making the Super Bowl. Once again, I'm not getting too far ahead of myself, but this is just a big baller move that you make when your franchise QB is on his rookie contract. All right, guys, we have the updated full terms here. The Saints get a 3rd, a 4th, and a 6th round draft pick. The Commanders receive Marshon Lattimore and a 5th. So that's actually a really good return for Marshon. I was very surprised at the beginning of this video when all I saw was a 3rd round draft pick. So once again, Saints will be receiving a 3rd round pick, a 4th round pick, and a 6th round pick from the Washington Commanders. And Washington will be getting back a 5th and lockdown cornerback Marshon Lattimore. So this could be this has big implications on this team, man. Next week, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, really interesting matchup, really good defense. Then you've got matchup against Philly, come back home against Dallas, stay home, take on the Tennessee Titans. That's your next 4 games. Washington could easily be 10-3 heading into your bye week. I really like that late week 14 bye, by the way. Keep all these kids healthy. Wow, man, this is an A+ type of move if Marshon Lattimore can't stay healthy. That's just my biggest thing. Hamstring injuries are never what you want, but the good news is he's a young dude. He's only 28 years old. So I really like this. He is, once again, when he is healthy, man, this is a lockdown cornerback. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. I feel like I'm rambling on here. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I haven't made a Commanders video in way too long, guys. I apologize on that. We're going to be ramping it up. So hit that like button. If we try and get to 250 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. But folks, give me your thoughts on this trade down below. And once again, like I keep saying, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it's not going to be a big, crazy move like Marshon Lattimore, but I would not be surprised if this Commanders team makes another move to just keep improving. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully we'll see you later on today with another big move, but that's it from me. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. You know the deal. I'll stop rambling. Peace.